digest. From lane to the new shining ground, echo chants where the legends are found. Heroes carved in the heart of time, we march on through grit and grime. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Oh Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire. Echoes of King and Greaves in the air. Every goal, the sound declares. Heartbeats pound like a drummer's song, marching forward, fierce and strong. We're the ones who rise in the clash. Numbers running in a white shirt dash. History burns in the roaring crowd. Every game we scream it loud. I'm Tottenham, Tottenham till I die. Raise the banner, let it fly. Through the rain, through the fire, this is my club, my only desire.
Like Tottenham, yes, we are late. We can't even be on time, can we? We're just like the football team. We just cannot keep a clean sheet. Yes, tonight was a night I dreamed of greatness. It's ended in disaster. Leeds go away with a point. Tottenham fans go home looking for a point. VAR again raves its ugly head. Was it a pen? Wasn't it a pen? It was a pen, but I'd love to find a bugger who says there isn't. But overall, I think Leeds were the better side, actually, if I'm being honest. Over the whole 90 minutes, I thought Leeds slightly deserved that point. But it does put it into jeopardy that we do go to next Sunday, knowing the West Ham win, they go above us, and then we're going to have to beat Chelsea and then Everton. Can we not do anything the easy way? Seriously. Girls, good evening. Jess and Stace, good evening to you. Look,
Evening.
what was your thought overall of the game? I thought it was a very much of a game of ifs and bits. We had the first good 10 minutes. You then came into it. Then 50-50 first half. Second half, we get the goal from Tell. Sorry for the celebration if you're watching. I went absolute mental when we scored.
I got it. We got it. I mean, I turned my camera off and celebrated when
I
Leeds
celebrated when we scored the penalty, so
I can't lie. I didn't even feel comfortable celebrating.
it's your
nice for me.
You're gonna celebrate. You're gonna celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
It
we
meant
give
more
away-
for you to win tonight than it did Leeds. Leeds are already safe, so for us, it's a good point. For you, it's 2 points dropped.
It is.
It's
And-
hard. They know what they need to do, and they didn't do it.
No, and then you get the penalty. I cannot believe that penalty changed the whole momentum of the game. That gave you all the belief you needed. And why he didn't go with his head, I do not know. And then the penalty at the end. Look, I'm going to be honest, guys. I think it was a penalty. I think it was. I think also we were lucky to get away with one in the first half when Calvert-Lewin was brought down. If that was onside, that was a penalty. So we nearly shot ourselves in the foot. So for you, Jess, and then give him down. Jess, what's your overall thought on the Leeds performance tonight?
Look, the pressure wore off Leeds tonight, so Leeds could play with a bit of freedom tonight. Not as usual how we set up for a game, but I thought we did all right. The difference being, Leeds will come away from that game and go, that's a great point in London. Yeah. I'll take that. I'm happy with that. We've had a few players out, Goodmanson and that, so Okafor. So that Farker will go away thinking, that's a real good point for us. Tottenham will be thinking, We knew what we needed to do in that game. And we didn't, again, for me, put a performance on. Aston Villa, yeah, you did. In that game, Richarlison had 2 opportunities and just skied them. You know, that one in middle of the to make it 2-0. I was like, how the fuck's he missed it? Oh, sorry for my language.
No, you're fine. You're fine. It's after 10. You're fine. He had that chance, didn't he?
2 good chances, Dim. They're the opportunities you need to take and score.
Yeah, there was a chance, wasn't there, Stace? Yeah, you're right, Jess. You're so right. Wasn't there, Stace, in that second half, where Richarlison has the whole goal to aim at, left, right, and he ends up scoring it near to the corner flag. I mean,
I can't believe he missed it. He should have made it 2-0 at that point. Yeah. Me and Jess were a little shocked. How he missed it. I can't believe how much he missed. We were like, whoa. It should have been 2-0. At that point, it should have been 2-0. No ifs, ands, or buts. It should have been 2-0 at that point.
Should have been. I'm just thinking, I'm being honest now. Are they the decisions that could cost you staying in the Premier League?
Yeah, but on the flip side, Quincy's saves could have also kept you in Premier League. We're at an end.
What a save for Longstaff.
My God. Longstaff, so if you reverse it, Dermot, are they the chances that keep you in Premier League, though? Do you know what I'm saying?
I agree. Yeah, I agree with Dan. I agree. I agree.
This is the thing, Dan, right? And I do agree with you on that point, is you've had a couple of chances now where you could have rubber stamped this and you aren't taking them. And now it goes into next week where you don't play till Tuesday. West Ham plays Sunday. So you know come Tuesday what you're going to need to do, and the pressure's on them. This game, if you'd have won it, it was more or less that you were safe because you'd have been 4 points clear. Now it's like you've got to go into that Chelsea game and the pressure's on, you have to win. Yeah. A point ain't good enough at Chelsea.
Yeah. Was it a penalty? The Tell one?
No, he got a touch of the ball. The faintness to touch is.
Yeah.
But he got a touch.
Wayne's saying it was never a penalty. I'd be interested.
I think it was about the Ampadu one.
Oh, the Ampadu one. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Do you know what? If that's onside, then I think it's a penalty. I think because it was offside, I think for Calvert-Lewin, that's what look, the Tell one, he should have headed it. And what he did, once you start putting a foot near to a player's head, I don't care who you are, that is a penalty all day long. It's dangerous play to begin with.
It is, but he didn't mean it, He didn't know he was behind him.
He didn't mean it. You could
tell. He
tell.
didn't know he was behind him, though, for Tell.
If you look at the replay, you could tell he was concentrating on where the ball was. His head's up and Ampadu's come flying in. Now, we said that, it was just... we can clearly tell it was a complete and blatant accident. We could tell.
Yeah. But by the letter of the law, it's a penalty. By the letter of the law.
We said that, but then...
Yeah.
By the letter of the law, but it's unfortunate for Tell.
It's unfortunate.
There was no malice in it, was there?
No.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what? I'm leaving tonight with thinking, if West Ham beat Newcastle, which I'm joining you guys for.
It's ifs that they've got to go to Newcastle and win. It's not an easy game.
That beer has to be put on hold now to Chelsea.
Well, because Chelsea got play till Tuesday, so West Ham going to this game now again, thinking it's not that far away. That Arsenal loss, fine, but if we do Newcastle and Tottenham lose, we go into the last game.
Yeah,
which you could again be relying on Leeds to do you a favour and relegate them.
I did say it was going to the last game of the season. I think I feel tonight's a defeat. I know a point's probably, if you look at if you look at it logically, right? And somebody came into my chat and said, look, I would take a point tonight. And I said, no, I need 3 points because I want to rubber stamp it for Sunday, railed the pressure on Chelsea. West Ham tonight are sitting there going, do you know what, lads? We're still in this. We're game on now. And with 2 games left, it's Russian roulette, isn't it? It is. It's going to be a VAR decision. It's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be one decision is going to put this over the line for each club. West Ham have got Newcastle away and Leeds at home. We have Chelsea away, Everton at home. Who has the easier running?
on paper, you'd say Spurs, but football ain't played on paper. And 2, we all know that Newcastle is a tough place to go to. So, you know, I see a draw in that game, West Ham and Newcastle, to be fair. But should you, it's frustrating because you think it is a good point considering, because you could have lost it. I can't lie, in the last couple of seconds, but it just made things so much easier going into next weekend's games with 4 points. And it's going to go right down to last game, I think, for me now, Dame. And you could all be sat praying at Leeds. God do you a favour.
Yeah, I was sitting there tonight doing that watch along, and I was nervy enough going for that goal by Tell. What a goal, by the way. The way he took it down and curled it in. You're a keeper, by the way. He got his hand to that. He got his fingertips to that. And I think both keepers tonight didn't have a lot to do, if I'm being honest. Would you call tonight's game more sort of, it was won in midfield, won and lost in midfield a bit? Because it did seem that Tottenham's midfield wasn't as bitey as Leeds were. Leeds seemed to want it more in that first half. And I thought Tottenham looked a little bit nervous.
I thought Tottenham had a better first half, than a better second half. And I thought Leeds had the second half. I'm the other way around. I thought you had the better first. We had the better second.
Yeah, you came out first half on fire.
Yeah.
You had a better first half.
I just felt, watching it, right, I just felt Leeds would let the football do the talking. Where I felt with Tottenham, it was a little bit, everything was an extra touch. We have to take an extra, where Leeds were one touch passing. And especially in that first 7 minutes, we were there. And then Leeds came into it. And then we came back into it. And then we came into it. I just felt over the whole 90 minutes, I think Leeds edged it by that much. But we had enough chances to kill that game off in the first half.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We didn't have our first shot on target onto the 30th minute. I mean, you can't do that. You're fighting for your lives at home. Maybe I'm being clinical. Maybe I just feel maybe tomorrow when I look at the game, I'll have I look at the game differently. But I think tonight is just, this one hurts. This one is a sucker punch. Because tonight was the night we had a chance. No disrespect to the Bowling Lounge. Big up to you, Bob. Hope you're doing well, sir. But tonight was the night to put them lot in the mud. And we didn't take it. And that's the bit that really, it's a sucker punch for me.
Do you think a lot of your fans went into the game, though, with a little bit of disrespect towards Leeds, thinking like Leeds would sort of be on the beach? And do you think Tottenham kind of didn't as well turned up a bit like that they thought it'd be an easy game to play through? And to be fair, Leeds, other than a couple of injuries that we had, I don't actually think we played that bad, to be fair. Like, he hadn't switched off. Farker. No. He still wants the best. And, like, he set up for the point. I told you it'd be a draw. And I was
you did, actually.
I said a draw. I went 2-2. And with the chances in the game, it could have been.
Yeah.
To be fair. It really could have been.
I think if we had a better striker, I think we would have won that game. If we had a better
everybody looks to this Leeds game, Dan. Let's be real. You've won only 2 games at home all season.
Yeah, I know.
That's so where does all this confidence come from? I know you bet Aston Villa, but like I said on my stream, that's one game. Let's move into it and progress every week and get to end of season. And think,
I think
put pressure on.
Yeah, I think for me, and I don't know if you two would agree, that if you look at the way we played against Brighton, you look at the way we played against Villa, I think you had to take the optimism in. I think a lot of fans did take Leeds lightly, and I think it was wrong to do that because Leeds are a good side. You're there for a reason. You've stayed up for a reason. And you could play with a bit of freedom tonight, a little bit of relaxation. But your players, I have to say, were more physical in that first half. You were in there, fight, where we were in the second half, but we were 2 hands off in the first half. And we just kept giving you more, Stacey. We kept giving you more invitations. Have a crack at this, have a crack at this, have a crack at this. And when we give away the penalty, instead of, right, let's go for it, we sat back and we were defending that 1-0 lead. Did you feel 1-0? Did you think that I said we needed a second, but how did you feel as a Leeds fan in that when we were sitting back? Were you thinking we might get something here?
Yeah.
Because we did sit back quite a lot after going ahead. Instead of going for the juggler, we just
You
sat
did a little
back.
bit, yeah.
To be fair, Dan, 1-0's are always a dangerous score, and we said it on Stacey and Renee. We said, look, 1-0, the next goal's pivotal, really, and if Spurs get it, that it's curtains for Leeds, but you can see Leeds nicking one here and taking a point back, and we were more than happy with that, to be fair. And to be fair, it rode your luck a little bit in last. Where them 13 minutes come from, by the way, but those ended up playing 15 minutes. But yeah, it's just, it worries me going into Chelsea now. What kind of pressure you've put on yourself?
And they could have a new manager by then. Xabi Alonso could be in charge by then.
Yeah.
So that's going to give them another lift. That Xabi's there. The players are going to be up for it. The fans are going to be up for it. It all depends on Sunday, doesn't it?
It does.
I think.
But yeah, again, you're relying now on Newcastle doing you a favour. Where if you'd have took care of business tonight, you wouldn't have even had to rely on Newcastle.
No.
Yeah.
I could join you for that watch along on Sunday and relax and watch it and enjoy it. Now I can't. I'm back to now to being like we were against Arsenal. I want to say big up to Paige. You've become a YouTube member. Thank you so much. And also Gratness as well, picking up a membership. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Really do. Guys, if you can do me a favor, where is it? I did put it in there. If somebody could put Jess's link again in, please, for me, I would appreciate it. Big up to Leeds Angel. Spurs should have won the game in the first half. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that though. If Richie had bloody good, he had a fantastic shot and skied it. If that had gone in, I reckon that would have been curtains.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
I reckon.
Because I reckon that would have put that little bit of boost in your step. But
yeah.
I can't believe he missed it. We were done.
You got to be fair, Rodon defended quite well against Richarlison. To be fair,
as well.
I thought Rodon did well tonight.
I
really did.
I've got to give him his dues.
Yeah.
I agree with Bono there, by the way. I agree with you.
Wayne says the only positive tonight is I got a free pint. I still don't know how. Fair play to you. Fair play to you.
You know what it is, Wayne? Because I've seen some wild scorelines getting put out there, like 5-0, 4-1, 3-1, 5-1. I'm just thinking if it's a winner, it'll be a 2-1 either way. I didn't see there being.
I didn't see
goals in it.
Thank you very
much. Me,
kind.
Josh, and Stacey went 2-2. Rennie went for the win. So that tells you what we thought on panel. None of us thought it'd be a big scoring game, though.
Is that your other half? Is it?
No, that's Russell.
No, that's Russell.
Is it? Yeah, Russell. I think it's bathroom actually.
Russell House.
I love his logo.
Hey, he's in bathroom no more. I told him to come and get his ass in here.
I don't want to know what he's doing in the bathroom. Leave him there.
Just sitting in the bathroom.
Log.
Yeah, basically. Log.
Yeah. We're not posh on here, believe me.
I'll slap him I'll slap him for that comment.
Just bring a little tweeting job to your channel.
Big up to Alison as well. Big up to Leeds Angel. Big up Wayne says the Rev started off well, but what was the dick in the second half? Still don't know where. I don't know where the 30 minutes.
We don't know neither. We're backstage between Jess. I'm like, where the heck did that 13 minutes come from? Hello, Oliver.
I would love Josh's view on that. I will ask him when I
told you
during the week.
Linesman had these on.
Yeah, what's say? I can't get my man glasses downstairs.
13. I said 7, Derm. 13.
Yeah.
I know. He was tonight, bowling. He was so. He's getting a 1 for me tomorrow. I'm sorry. He's getting a 1 for me tomorrow. He really is. Big up to Del Boy. I hope Leeds take it seriously at West Ham.
We plan to.
They will do. Big up, Josh. Thank you, buddy. And then big up to Wayne as well. Defending 1-0 lead was lack of respect to Leeds. They weren't going to turn up for a defeat. No.
Yeah, I agree.
We said that.
Look, VAR tonight again has then come into public criticism. We had yesterday where we all thought the decision was correct. The Arsenal one. Is it going to be VAR that sends the team down?
Could be done.
Did anyone disagree with the VAR decisions on your stream tonight?
Well, Wayne disagreed with the penalty you got. That was never a penalty, he's saying. I'm sort of 50-50. I think it was. I think you have to give it.
Yeah, because we did turn and say that we knew it wasn't
Yeah, but
intentional.
ref didn't give it. If you look at it, ref had a bird's eye view. He never give anything. Ampadu was still down. Tottenham went up the other end. He realised Ampadu was still down. And then all of a sudden, penalty comes from it. So ref weren't going to give it. Let's be frank. He won't.
I would love to hear the recording from VAR and that, what they're saying to the referee. I would love to hear that. And also the Manderson one. I'm convinced that's a penalty. I'm sorry. I'm convinced all day long that's given. I've seen that given up and down the country, and that should have been given. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a penalty.
He got the ball.
Got the ball. He
Just
just
go it down. He got the flick on the top of the ball.
If he missed it, if he missed it, then Stonewall.
Yeah, it was a Stonewall. He didn't. He got a touch on ball.
Just got a touch to the ball, which made it from pen to corner.
Yeah,
that kiss of the foot.
Oh, it's just so annoying. So this man here is a legend, right? This fella here is a legend. This is a fella, right? Back in the Ian Walker, he told me this story a long time ago. Wilton, big up to you, Wilton. Philip says hello to you as well, bud. Hope you're doing well in sunny Miami, sitting there in your sun lounger with your pina colada in one hand, your umbrella in the other. This man chucked his TV out the window when Ian Walker made a mistake back in the day. Now, it was a good job there was a swimming pool, down there. Then he realised he had to go and buy a telly. He had to go out quickly and replace the telly he threw. That's why this man's a legend. He's a legend. I love this gentleman. He says, Dermot, you're all right. This club should come with a health warning. I said that in the watch along. That's why at my age, I cannot watch them or I might keel over at 77. Oh, God, I don't know.
We say the same about Leeds, don't we, Jess? How many times Leeds United give us freaking heart attacks?
I'm sitting there tonight and I can feel my heart out of my chest tonight. That's how bad it was at one point.
That's worrying, Derm.
Huh?
That's worrying.
Yeah.
When you're having an heart attack live on stream, more live than football.
It'd be good for numbers.
Not for the missus, though. Not for the missus, Derm. Not for the missus.
No, but it would be good, though, wouldn't it? Yeah. Dermo, live watch along. Guys,
it happened at wrestling. Someone had a heart attack live in wrestling.
Jesus. Big up to you, RTM, LUFC. I take it you're a Leeds fan. Well done tonight. Congratulations. Yeah. And congratulations, actually. You both deserved it tonight. I must admit. Yeah, we all want to see. Yeah, we do.
We and Jess been critical of VAR a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Not just against Leeds.
It ruins game in general, doesn't it? Let's be honest. You've got players celebrating that they've scored, and then 2 minutes later, no, it's ruled off.
I know.
Come on.
Yeah,
I saw the players tonight. What was your thought to the reaction of the Spurs players tonight when they all collapsed on the pitch afterwards? Do you think mentally that game tonight has done more damage than anything? Mentally, psychologically?
Yeah, because they know they needed 3 points. They know that's a massive missed opportunity. And if they don't know, they need to get to know quickly. Come on.
Yeah.
Because
they
would have walked in knowing they needed the 3 points because you got to get out of jail free card from Arsenal.
Yeah.
Now you got to wait for the Newcastle to give you another get out of jail free card if they beat West Ham, which I do think they will. So yeah, it would have been nice for Spurs to go in with that 4-point cushion just in case West Ham turn up against Newcastle. So now you got your
up to relegation chance, yeah. Spurs at 19%. West Ham is still at 81% to go down. Goal difference minus 20. Tottenham's goal difference -9.
That's the same.
Add an extra point on.
Yeah, it is.
There's 11 goal swing West Ham lead as well. So it's not
that for me. That is. It's not disastrous. I get it. I do get it. But I just wanted that win tonight to take us to safety. That we're guaranteed. We get to Chelsea. Doesn't matter what happens. But now it's going to Chelsea, and the permutations now have switched that if West Ham win, we have to win at Chelsea. And what happens if we don't win at Chelsea and we lose 4-0 or 3-0? and we get to Everton. We know Everton are looking for Europe. Our home form is absolutely dreadful. We know Leeds will go to West Ham wanting to win. I just do not. That last day of the season is going to be probably, if it does go to that, will be the most nerve-wracking watch along I will ever do, because I would have to stand to do the whole watch along. I think that game. I don't think I'd be able to sit. I'm just so disappointed. So disappointed tonight. It's unreal. I just feel like a gut punch tonight. It feels like a loss. It really does feel like a loss tonight. Maybe I might feel different in the morning, but tonight, my emotions, how I'm feeling, and I'm usually quite emotional after games. It feels like a gut punch tonight. It's a missed opportunity.
Because you're a fan that cares about your club, nothing else, just to stay in the Premier League. Like majority of our fans in here, Drew, Dan, everybody that supports Tottenham, that comes in both of our channels, just want to see the greater love for the club. That's it. You love your football club. It would be normal not to react like this, would it, Dan? Because there's not 12 games left. There's 2 games left. And it's this way shit gets real. You win your 2 games, you stay up. And you don't do that, then it's Championship Day. Because that's the meat and the bones of it, is you need to go out now in these next 2 games, put it out on your sleeve, put a performance on, and make sure you pick 6 points up. Because if not, you'll only have yourselves to blame. Seriously.
Yeah. I you know what? Big up to Wayne, says on the plus side, we're 4 games unbeaten. Yeah, that's so true. That's true. We are 4 games up. Big up to Bolin, said if West Ham win both games, I think to stay up, but I'm not sure that we will, to be honest. I think De Zerbi's got a lot to do tonight. I'd love to know what Farke's secret ingredient is to these Leeds players. I want to know what he does. De Zerbi want to be talking to Farke tonight, say, right, give me a bit of your knowledge. Add it to my knowledge. I want to know what you do. Because I saw Leeds play tonight, and look, our players did fight, but not as hard as Leeds tonight. And it was like you never gave up. You never, even 1-0 down, you did not give up. You kept pushing, you kept fighting. And I just felt at one point tonight, we were sitting back, 1-0 down, 1-0 up. And after the goal, we didn't do anything. And then suddenly, if it's 13 minutes time added on, then we start attacking. Then we start trying to put the ball in the net. Then we start, and then you see Leeds players throwing their bodies at it, Rodon throwing his body at the ball, and you had that little 29 who's a little dynamite, his little Speedy Gonzalez, that player, on there trying to take the ball out, and Tottenham players are just passing it to one another, not putting it in. Danso, long throw, put the fucking ball in throw it in there, get it in there, and they don't do it.
I think towards the end, our substitutions helped. Nonto.
Oh, yeah.
Longstaff definitely helped. Because we could see that.
Dan James were poor tonight. You're looking at Dan James were quite rusty because he didn't have a good game for Leeds at all tonight, didn't Dan James? Like, so we're like playing with 10 men, to be fair, because he didn't do a lot, didn't Dan James, to be fair.
And Tanaka looked exhausted. He looked tired, did Tanaka.
Put a shift in, haven't they? You can always say that we always put a shift in.
Put a shift in. That's guaranteed. When you come to play Leeds, home or away, we will put a shift in.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
And the bowling's right. We could have conceded 2 goals in it. That's saved by Kingsky. That's either going to keep us in the league, or he's Tottenham's number 1. And that everyone needs to apologise. He's done brilliantly when he come back. He gets my man in the match. That save from Rodon in the first half, the save against Longstaff near the end, fantastic. Who's your Leeds man of the match tonight? Who thought you'd give your man? If you could give any Leeds player man of the match, who would it be?
Rodon would get man.
Rodon.
Yeah.
Rodon. He's put a hell of a game in.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
But like I said to you, them saves by Kingsley could also be why you stay in Premier League. So just remember that.
I did say that. I did say that in my watch along. That's the save that could keep us in. I look at Raya yesterday, and I said it on your stream that save could send West Ham down and send Arsenal to the title. I don't think the title race, just very quickly on something else, I don't think the title race is over yet, by the way. I just think there's more twists and turns in this. Sky must be robbing their hands. Looking at this, thinking that going to the last game of the season, Tottenham, West Ham going last game of the season. And please, for the love of God, I had a major rant at this at halftime, right? I'm sure you two were probably falling off your chair laughing when they were interviewing Tell at halftime. I swear to God, I don't know who came up with that brainwave idea. I would have told somebody, I would have stuck the microphone up their backside.
Halftime interviews have gone down like a fucking house on fire. Pardon my French.
Oh God!
Even when they said they were
I
going
wondered what you were losing your rag at half time for, because they didn't have volume up
no,
on
we
you.
didn't have volume
I'm
on.
like, what's the age? It's half time.
We looked down and see you losing it. I'm like,
I didn't have you turned up, so I'm like, what's up with him?
now
all I could see in the telly, was Tell getting interviewed, and I'm thinking, what the fucking shit?
Yeah, something that's been introduced. I'm hoping they get.
Because they do it in America, Derm, so we've had to follow that trend, haven't we?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Also,
thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And look, Wayne would tell you, we accept all fans in here as long as you're respectful to us and you enjoy banter and you come across friendly to everyone in chat. You are more than welcome, sir. And congratulations, you've done brilliant this season. As I said, Leeds have won me over. There's a bit of Leeds in me now. Just 1%.
Not like that, people. Not like that.
Agreed.
Big up to Wayne Bonner, member for 37 months. Big up to you, Wayne. You've been here since nearly the beginning, brother. It says King Skis are better keeping them folks think you. Very quick question, Wayne, and to you as well, girls. If that's Vicario, the lead score.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah.
There you go.
Kinksy's got some. He's had. Sorry, I'm gonna swear. Kinksy's had some shit from the fan base. If I'm honest, the whole, what is it when two just threw him into the fucking Wolves, basically, just throw him in the Wolves at a big game like that, and in how he massively messed up. To now, major difference. There's a big difference in his performance. He did well tonight.
That's a ball to come back from what he's come back from, to be fair. You got to give him some credit. He has made some really good saves in the last 4 games. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Wayne, she's gone wrong.
Where are you?
I can guarantee you right now, Wayne, she'll stay away from me now. Because obviously it's doom and gloom at West Ham, and because me and Jess are always in here.
Yeah, big up the side dancer as well. Yeah, I feel deflated too, man. I do. I feel so deflated. I hate Monday night games because I know I finish later and it's late when I finish, but I'm going to have to sit tomorrow morning and work out my play ratings for this. But there is play ratings tomorrow, 1:00, guys. No stream tomorrow night because I promised Mrs. Tron Eurovision, so I did say she can watch it. So I will be off tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night on stream.
There will be a stream on Wednesday night as well, me and Nick. And then I think I'm on your channel over the weekend.
Yeah, you're doing West Ham game with us, are you?
Yeah, I do the cup final as well. I do Saturday and Sunday.
On Saturday, aren't you? You're joining us at City game.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that yesterday. It was fun. I really enjoyed that yesterday. It was nice and not relaxing.
We don't do it boring, let's put it that way.
No, because it gives you hope, Derm, after what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's the hope that kills you, Dermo.
Yeah,
it does.
We've been there, Dermo, many times. Me and Jess, when it's come to Leeds United, we know what it's like to be in your position. We've been in your position.
Yeah.
You know, we know what it's like, so we can turn around and say we know what it feels like.
Yeah.
And not metaphorically, physically, we know what it's like. We've been all the way down.
I've been a fan, and that's exactly what Dermo is. It's been a fan. It's not looking into the board or anything else. It's just been a love of his football club. And that's the difference between some of the fan base at the minute regarding Spurs, because I'm sure there'll be a lot of people tonight that'll be quite happy that Tottenham only picked a point because they think relegation is what Spurs need. I don't personally agree with that at all.
Opinion, they are Delulu.
It's not good.
Yeah.
That's
I agree with Wayne. I agree with
Can't
Wayne.
let it ruin your life, don't you?
No.
Yeah. I agree with Wayne. Never feel deflated. Have an attitude. Never
No.
say die. Never give up. Never surrender. Yeah.
Agreed.
Never let the, I can't swear, never let the bastards grind you down. Yeah. That was Wayne was in the, Wayne got that because he was there the day that Billy the Bruce Scotland went to attack over the wall. Wayne was there that day. He was giving the rousing speech. So was Jess. She was there with a big spear. Stace was there with a big cannon.
Just got to be positive.
I was in
Ireland.
I was in Ireland rolling around on my bicycle with £10,000 on my head, trying to bring down an empire. But it's the Irish say you never beat the Irish, you never beat the Spurs. Listen, we're going to leave it there. I need to go and have some dinner. These girls need to go and get ready and sort themselves out because I know they're back on tomorrow. Guys, we're back on tomorrow at 1 with Play Ratings, so do join me then. I do have a transfer update show. I will pre-record that tomorrow morning, and that will be out tomorrow evening at 8, so do watch out for that.
You and your sauces?
Yeah, I'll send you what I've got. I'll show
you know
you
what I need to do, Jess? I need to go in my cupboard and get all my hot sauce bottles out.
You need to make him for him. Just remember, 2 games to go, 2 wins, and Tottenham are safe. So look at it on the positive side. That is 2 points at the minute.
Just imagine the relief. The last day of the season, we put the final.
You come celebrate with us, Dan.
You come over and celebrate with us because we will not be laying like we will not lay back when it comes to West Ham.
No, I'm just. Where can people find you, by the way? And tell people why they should go over to Jay.
The local mental asylum in Leeds is you can find me and Stacey. You can find us at JSY Talks Football. But most of all, make sure we're subbing to Derm and liking to Derm. You still see another side of me and Stacey on here. We'll be here for a start.
Well, yeah, we'll be here.
I'm good luck to Spurs for the rest of the season.
It's not our channel.
And Dermo, Spurs are still staying.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to leave people with this. Yeah, I'm going to leave people with this. 2 games left. 2 games left. 2 chances to save this football club from disaster. This is what it comes down to. Comes down to now. Spurs fans, heart, fight, passion, pride. No excuses, no hiding. Every tackle matters. Every goal matters. Every single second matters. The badge, the fans, the history of Tottenham Hotspur. It all rides on the final 2 games. We have suffered this season. We've argued. We've been angry. We've been questioning everything. But now is the time to stand together. One last push. One last fight. Because if these players give everything, if this crowd brings the noise, if this club shows the spirit that built the lane, then maybe, just maybe, Spurs can survive. So buckle up. The drama's not over. The fight is not over. Tottenham Hotspur are still alive. Come on, you Spurs. In the mighty De Zerbi, we trust.